So as any time with some of these old trucks, what ends up happening, you get them running and things that have been sitting for years at first act like they're going to do fine. They get heated up a few times and they start to seize up. They are still not like new. This thing's fired up. Carburetor's been doing great the whole time. Float's starting to stick now. Not sure what's going on. It's said a few times. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this carburetor off, get it in some cleaner tonight, get ready for a rebuild. Just your standard BBS carburetor. First things first, we need to get this carburetor off here and get it over the bench and start pulling it apart and get it to soak for the night. There, and the carburetor's off. That is about all there is to this thing. So, fun part begins. Let's get it tore down, get it in the dip. Hey guys, if you like anything you saw today, make sure you mash that fucking like button, hit the subscribe, and let me know about it. Hit in the comments. Can't wait to hear from you guys. Heads up, might have a giveaway coming up soon, so make sure you get that notification. As with anything, the biggest deal when you rebuild any item like this is to make sure it is completely clean. And currently this one's not. Everything I can pull out, I'm going to. The other great thing is pulling this thing apart on camera. I should surely, hopefully, remember a couple things, right? I mean, this goes there in this angle. And yeah, I'm taking this apart on a rag because if you've ever seen something fly out of a carburetor and go bouncing across the floor never to be seen again, shit doesn't bounce as far on a rag. Ooh, yep, see, right there. That little ball, that's why I put them on there. Because I knew that was going to happen. Yeah, this thing's nasty. Yeah, there's a little bit in the bottom of that. Look at that. Jeez. The metering rod, boy, that's a tiny little thing, ain't it? Look at that metering rod. Whew. There's your other side too. So as always, I'm going to tell you, once you get this thing tore down, let it soak, because again, you can see, I mean, that was the mud in the bottom of this carburetor, and one little swipe of my finger did not get it all. I guarantee you, this thing has tons of it in there. So I'm going to spray out the big pieces so it didn't get down in my new dip. And then I'm going to put it in there and we will come back tomorrow. Some pretty nasty stuff, and I do not suggest you stick your hands down in it. What I need to do though is check to make sure that little ball there won't fall through okay. And I like to have everything in it. And the next day it is. This thing's been soaking overnight. I'm gonna pop this open. See what everything kind of looks like. So there's all my parts. I still have some cleanup to do, but things like that gasket should just about peel off. Yeah, you can see it. It takes it pretty good. There may be a bit of a little more cleanup than I will like to have seen, but let's see here. Get a little better angle here. All right, so as we've seen, parts are out. Looks like everything's pretty well dry. I'll take the old blow nozzle. The idea is I've got everything ready. I'm going to take the parts that I have here and I'm going to take a final cleanup with some of this Berryman aerosol. Make sure they're completely spotless. Color should be good. I shouldn't see any indications of dirt anywhere on it. Set it down right here. Let this dry. I'll get my kit out. I'll probably get another towel here beside of it. Lay my kit onto it. And then I can start putting this carburetor together. What is good is I do have an expanded drawing right here, so I've got that to reference. I can lay it out on the other side. Clean, existing, new, reference. As I start putting this together, each and everything should drop into place and I can verify every part. If I need to check for measurements or specs, they're right on the back of. So I don't do these things every day, and they put all this information on a piece of paper. There's no reason to ignore it thinking that I'm smarter than I am. So again, back to the overall cleanup of this thing. So what it's kind of bothered me is this choke never has quite worked right. So I don't know if the pull-off's not adjusted or I'm just kind of spotter tube. For the most part, it's all flattened out there. Sure where it's at. What I saw the other day was about a turn and a half ran good, so I'm going to go with that. And that's normally a good rule of thumb when you're doing a carburetor on your needle. About a turn and a half is a good start. One thing I'll probably use as I put this together is a little Marvel Mystery Oil on that. Get everything started. Good top end lubricant. Marvel's going to go through the fuel system good, so it won't hurt anything, and if anything it gets it started. It won't help let me screw anything up in the beginnings. And yeah, I'm sitting in a camping chair. Being blind doesn't help. So jet, where's my metering rod? Right here. That step up gasket down in there. So there's my idle jet. Okay. And them little balls goes down in there. I never pulled out. That's still in there. We're good there. Got this bad boy right down in there. At the same time, I'll be able to screw this into there. There we go. That's better. So there is a measurement. I haven't touched this float. The float level was good. When I flipped it up right there, they're sitting nice and level. I'm not touching it. So I do have that. Let's go ahead and put that down on there. One thing that I forgot. There we go. I'm not a big carburetor guy, but I can see the kind of the therapeutic properties of it, you know what I mean? The one that I have, I guess it's closer to that one, but it's thicker than that one, thinner than that one. So I'm somewhere right in between the two. So I'll have to see what I've got. Alright, so there it is. It is rebuilt. Alright guys, so the battery exhausted right as I finished up the carburetor. If you're curious, there it is. Cleaned up. All the good stuff going down in it. Seems to be where it should be. Nice simple carburetor. Should be a quick video. At least I'm getting something out there for you guys to take a look at. This BBS is a nice simple one to start with. So if you've never rebuilt a carburetor, this is about as easy as you're going to get. Again, you've got an exploded diagram with you. Get your camera out. Film everything. Take pictures as you go. Clean. Again, I'm kind of curious to see how this runs.